Today, I wanted to give you some more sight words just so you can practice a bit more. And then the lesson after this and after that lesson, we're going to do some like listening and writing practice. So, the first word that we're going to talk about today is temperature. So, this word, temperature, temperature. It sounds weird when you say it really slow, but when you're just speaking normally, you're just going to say temperature, temperature. And temperature is how hot or cold something is. So this can be the temperature of a person, or it can be what the temperature is outside. The next word is various. Various. So this just means different kinds of. So you see there are various potatoes here, and there's various fabric here, right? Various clothing. So various is just different kinds of. Weight. So this word weight sounds just like what you do when you're in a line, right? You wait in a line. This is a different weight. Sounds the same, but it means something different. So this weight is how heavy something is, right? So like how much what my weight is, or the weight of a car, how much something weighs. So it's how heavy something is, or things that you lift when you exercise, right? And that's this thing over here. It's like a weight. So people will go to the gym and lift weights. So this next word is meant. So past tense of mean. So it's a verb. So meant is what we use when we're talking about something like what is expressed. What is somebody saying? So what if somebody asked, what does weight mean? It means, what kind of word is that? What is it that people are trying to say? Or you could use it in past tense, right? And say, I meant what I said, right? Next word is broken. Broken. It describes something that is damaged. So you'll see there's a broken fan or a broken plate. Interest. Interest is wanting to learn more about something or someone. So you can, and it's a, and you can use it like it's a verb. So I am interested in becoming a nurse. So I am interested in becoming a nurse. That means that you want to learn more about it. You want to do it, right? Also, you could say her interests are hiking and painting. So that just means she likes to learn about, she likes to do hiking and painting. Next word is decide. Decide is a verb, and it means to make a choice. So I decided, ed past tense, I decided to leave early today. Or you could say I am still deciding what dress I want. Or you could use the present tense, right? I decide how I live my life. The next word is engine. So this word right here, engine, machine that makes power. That's all it means. So this is like the engine on a plane or an engine in a car. There's lots of different kinds of engines, plurals, engines, but it just is something that is a machine that makes power. Next word is control. Control. So control is the power to influence. So that's what it means. So you could say, but you can use it for lots of things. So you could use it on objects, right? A steering wheel controls a car. You can use it as a verb or a noun. So you can't control teenagers, right? It means that you can't really make teenagers do things. But a steering wheel controls a car. It makes it so you can move it where you want. Or you could say, my sister is a controlling person. It means that she always has to like influence people and tell them what to do. So that's what control is. It's the power to influence or make something happen or somebody do something. Ancient. This word, ancient. So you kind of make a ch sound, ancient, ancient. And it just means something that's around for a very long time, right? So the pyramids and the Sphinx, around for a really long time. This is Olmec head, around for a really long time. It is ancient. But sometimes in English we use ancient to describe things that we think are really old and have been around for a long time. So people will say, oh, my car is ancient, right? They just are, they're not saying it's been around for 10,000 years, right? What they're saying is I've had it for a really, really long time. Or you could say, oh, my phone is ancient. It means that it's not new and that it's really old. The next word is silver. So silver is, it can be a color, right? It's a shiny gray white like color. So, or it's talking about actual silver, which is a precious metal, right? It's something that you put in jewelry, or it can be the color of a car, right? So it's a color, or it's talking about like the stuff they use to make jewelry. The next word is century. Century. So century is like 100 years. So that's what century means. So when somebody says, you know, can you get it done in this century? That kind of thing. It means you're taking a long time, but century means 100 years. So the 20th century was, 1900 to 1999, and then it became the 21st century in 2000 because 100 years, right? So it's 1999, the hundreds right here. It became 2000 because it went up, and after 1999 is 2000. It's a new century. Next word is death. So death, I'm sure that you guys know this word. I just wanted to go over it because it can be a verb and this is the noun. So, die is the verb, death is the noun. It's how you use it as like a subject. Permanent end of something or someone. So you could say, there has been a death in my family, or the death of a family member. Or you could say, the death of mailing letters, right? Because of texting and phones, we don't mail letters to people really anymore. Sometimes we do, but usually we don't, right? We just text them. So it was the death of mailing letters. It was the end of. The next word that we're going to talk about is sharp. So sharp can mean an edge of something that can cut, or clear outline, or stylish, looks good. So this is, a knife is sharp. So that's, you're describing something that can cut. Or like is pointy, right? You can say this pencil is sharp. Or it can mean clear outlines. So you'll see that this picture that's kind of covered up by my video is like a really clear picture of a bird. And so it's really clean outline. So people will say, oh, that picture is really sharp. It means that it's really clear and you can see all of the little details. You could also say, oh, they look really sharp today. It means that you look stylish or you look good, that kind of thing. Or they could say, oh, that dress is sharp. It just means it looks good. Okay, fight. Fight. So this is the word for fight. Fight is a violent struggle, and it's a verb. So you could say, I fought with my mom. My wife and I are fighting. So you'll see that fought is the past tense of fight, and fighting is the continuous. So there are people who are fighting, but then also a fight can be like this, where it's like one animal is attacking another animal. So it can be like physical violence, where like stuff is being hit and hurt, or it can be like violent is just like really angry, really upset at another person. Now the word beyond. This one, it was hard for me to describe. So this is beyond, and it's after the limit of another thing. So where one thing ends, it is past that. So the example that I wanted to show you is in the sentence, we do not know what will in the future happen beyond tomorrow. Well, you could say that you don't know what'll happen, beyond today, right? You don't know. But beyond just means here's something, and beyond is after it, right? And you can be using it to talk about time beyond tomorrow. You can use it to talk about buildings, like, hey, what is beyond your house, right? What is after your house? Or what is beyond those trees? It means here are the trees, what is after it? That's what beyond is. This next one is basic. So basic is just minimum or most simple. So you could say, oh, I need a basic phone. Or you can go to the phone store because you're getting a new phone. You can say, what is your most basic phone plan? And it's just saying, what is the most simple? What is the cheapest? What is the most simple, I just need a phone type of thing. The next sentence I have is, I messed up the project basically. So when we use this word basically, it's just saying, the most simple an explanation of this is this. So I messed up the project basically. Instead of explaining all the ways that you messed it up, you could just say, I messed up the project basically. And that's all the words today. Another really short video, but I wanted to go over a few things at the end of the lesson, just to show you some stuff. So in December, lots of schools, I'm sure you guys know this if you have kids in school, but lots of schools have a break in December for the week of Christmas at the end of the year and the week of New Year's. So we will not have class. I will not send you videos, and I will not make videos from the 19th here to the 3rd of January. So this week, the week that's, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, 31st, and the 1st of January, we won't have any class for these 2 weeks, but we will have class next week. So I wanted to let you know that was happening. Also, there are free online US citizenship classes that you do with your own teacher. And so you can text class to this phone number to start your lessons, because they'll probably send them to you through your phone. And here are some of the other, they wrote them in a lot of different languages to help people understand it. So there are these. It's an online, you're practicing with a tutor. It's for 2 hours each week at a time that works for you. So you practice English, civics, that's like how things work in the US, and citizenship interview skills. So these are, if you have questions, you can email this email right here, slccitizenship@gmail.com. And it's provided by the International Rescue Committee. So they're free. You don't need to pay money to get the citizenship classes going. And you just text the phone number on your phone. So that's it for today.